Have you ever felt like a week flew by in a flash, but a 5-minute wait for the bus felt like an eternity? What if I told you that the steady, ticking clock on your wall is just one part of the story? The time inside your head, your personal clock, is wild, unpredictable, and much more interesting. Welcome to the mind-bending world of time perception. Let's start with a simple fact. No two people experience time in exactly the same way. It's not just a feeling, it's science. Our age plays a huge role. Remember those endless summer holidays from childhood? As we get older, time seems to speed up. This is partly because for a 10-year-old, a year is a 10th of their life. But for a 50-year-old, it's just a 50th. Our brains also process new information differently as we age, making time feel like it's slipping through our fingers faster and faster. Even our health can mess with our internal clock. Certain conditions and even our body temperature can make time feel like it's dragging or racing. Now, let's talk about your brain's amazing ability to play tricks on you. Your cognitive processes, like attention and memory, are the puppet masters of your time perception. Think about when you're completely absorbed in a project you love. You look up, and hours have vanished. That's because your brain, focused intensely on the task, doesn't bother keeping a detailed record of time passing. It's like being in a flow state, where time just dissolves. On the flip side, when you're bored or waiting for something, your attention is on the clock, making every second feel stretched out. It's your brain's way of saying, "Are we there yet?" on a loop. Our emotions are also powerful time benders. When we're anxious or scared, time can seem to slow down dramatically. This is a survival mechanism. Your brain goes into overdrive, processing more information per second to help you react to a potential threat. It's why people in accidents often report feeling like everything happened in slow motion. They're not just imagining it. Their brain is creating more memories of the event, which, when played back, makes the moment feel longer. Conversely, when we're having fun and feeling happy, time flies. Your brain is so caught up in the joy of the moment that it doesn't pay much attention to the clock. Have you ever noticed how a vacation or a trip to a new city feels so much longer than a regular week at home? That's because new experiences stretch our perception of time. When we're doing something for the first time, our brain is on high alert, soaking up all the new sights, sounds, and sensations. It's creating rich, dense memories. When you look back, the sheer volume of new memories makes that period feel longer and more significant. Routine, on the other hand, is the enemy of memorable time. When every day is the same, our brain goes on autopilot. It doesn't need to record much new information, so the days blur together, and a whole month can feel like it disappeared in an instant. Neuroscientists are actually mapping this out in our brains. They've found that there isn't one single time center in the brain. Instead, it's a complex network of different areas working together. Brain activity patterns involving circuits in the cerebellum, basal ganglia, and cerebral cortex all contribute to our sense of timing. These networks can be influenced by neurotransmitters like dopamine. Higher dopamine levels, often associated with pleasure and novelty, can make time seem to pass more quickly. It's fascinating to think that the chemical soup in our brains is constantly adjusting the speed of our internal clock. Beyond our biology, cognitive biases constantly distort our experience of time. One of the biggest is the recency illusion. We tend to give more weight to recent events than to things that happened in the distant past. This is why the last few months might feel packed with significant events, while entire years from a decade ago can feel like a blur. Another bias is the focusing illusion. If you're dreading a 30-minute dental appointment, you might focus on it so much that it feels like it will last for hours. By fixating on a specific event, we mentally exaggerate its duration. Nostalgia is another powerful time-warping bias. When we look back at the good old days, we often see them through rose-tinted glasses. We remember the emotional highlights, the proms, the first loves, the epic parties. These emotionally charged memories stand out, making the past seem more vibrant and significant than it might have actually been. Our minds edit our life's movie, creating a highlight reel that can make us feel like the past was a more exciting and perhaps longer period of our lives. Even our culture shapes how we perceive and value time. In some cultures, like in Germany or Japan, punctuality is extremely important. Time is seen as a finite resource that must be managed efficiently. Arriving even a few minutes late can be seen as disrespectful. In other cultures, particularly in parts of Latin America or the Middle East, time is more fluid and flexible. The focus is more on the social interaction than on a strict schedule. It's not about being late, it's about prioritizing the human connection over the abstract concept of the clock. This shows that our entire framework for understanding time is learned, not just innate. So, what does all this mean for us? It means that time isn't just something that happens to us, it's something we actively participate in creating. By understanding these mechanisms, we can start to influence our own perception of time. Want to make your life feel longer and richer? Seek out new experiences. Learn a new skill, travel to a new place, or just take a different route home from work. Break your routine, be present, and pay attention to the world around you. This helps create those dense, rich memories that stretch out time. On the other hand, if you want a tedious task to feel shorter, try to get into a state of flow. Put on some music, eliminate distractions, and immerse yourself completely in what you're doing. Instead of watching the clock, lose yourself in the process. You can also try chunking your time, breaking a long task into smaller, manageable intervals. This makes the overall duration feel less daunting. By playing with your attention and emotions, you can become the conductor of your own temporal symphony. The clock on the wall will keep ticking at its steady, relentless pace. But the clock in your mind? That one is yours to command. Time isn't a rigid ruler. It's an elastic band that you can stretch and shape with your experiences, your emotions, and your focus. It's a dance of moments, and you get to choose the music and the steps. The real magic is realizing that the richest, fullest life isn't about having more time, but about making the time you have feel more expansive and meaningful. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through the mysteries of time. If this blew your mind, please hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures into the fascinating world of our own consciousness. Let me know in the comments about a time when time felt completely weird for you. See you in the next one.